Second win on the bounce today for Altrincham with a 2-0 victory over Workington, and we're talking to assistant manager Neil Tolson. Neil, perhaps not the best performance today, but all important to get the 3 points and of course a clean sheet as well.
Yeah, that's basically what we've just been saying in the dressing room. It's a big 3 points, 4 unbeaten, a clean sheet for Stewie and for the lads, but performance was nowhere near the level that we want, the way that we try and play. We just couldn't get into any rhythm, any momentum today. And a lot of credit has to go to Workington. They've worked extremely hard and made it difficult for us. But we managed to get over the line, and that's the main thing.
Considering Workington hadn't played since the 25th of January, they started the game really brightly and they were playing some good football and causing us a few problems. Didn't create too many chances in the early stages, but they caught us a little bit flat-footed.
Yeah, I thought they was sharp from the outset. I spoke to their manager. I know Ash. I've played against him a few times, going back a few years. And for me, they're not a team that should be bottom of the league with the good football inside. They try to play football. They try to do it right, and it's one of those. I can't quite put my finger on it for them why they're down there, but unfortunately for them, they are, and they do. They play some really nice football. They move it well. They've got a young set of lads, and the ethos of what they're trying to do is it's very good. It's exciting to watch, although they can't seem to get over the line for the results.
We've scored the opening goal, and we're not particularly prolific normally from set pieces, from free kicks, but that was a superb move.
It was, yeah. I'd like to say we'd worked on it, but we actually hadn't. So I'm not going to stand here and say that we have. We do say to the boys, if you see something, and go and express yourself. And it was probably the only little bit of off the cuff attacking positive football that we actually did in the first half, and we got a goal from it. So great ball from Dens and a great finish from Nicky.
And Nicky's done exactly the right thing because he's hit it towards the far post, where you've always got the chance of somebody getting a deflection on it anyway, but it's gone just inside the post.
That's right. You're always taught go across the goalkeeper, aim for the far post. If you do that, it'll be an own goal, or you should hopefully have someone like Wally or Reevesy or Pez when he's playing at the far post to get a little tap in.
And 2 really good chances for Workington. A superb cross from Fernandez, which Carl May's got a header on, and it's just thundered against the crossbar. Stuart had no chance whatsoever. And then another cross from the right, which I think may have come off Scott Leather, but Stuart's done ever so well on that one.
He has, yeah. Great save from Stewie. But that's what he's there for. That's why he's played 600 odd games for us. He's a top keeper. That's what that we expect that from Stewie. We have to. We've kept a clean sheet, and that's the most important. We could have done better with a crossing. We'll go away, we'll analyse all of that, and we'll make sure that, touch wood, it doesn't happen in the next game.
Both central defenders had really good games. Scott Leather, for me, is getting better by the week almost.
Well, he is. He's a very, very good player. He's a good footballer, and most importantly, being a centre half, he's a very good defender. And he's fortunate enough to be playing alongside Luca, who, he's been around a bit now, so he'll be passing his knowledge on to him. He's got good support in full-back areas whenever he's there, so he's part of what we're building for the future.
It was 1-0 for a long time, and Workington were edging the way back into it without creating too many chances. So the second goal was a big relief. Joe Mazzali's come on, and to be fair to him, his loan hasn't gone that well so far, and he looks as if he's almost trying too hard, but a nice finish.
Great finish. Very, very hard technique to pull off. You have to get your head over the ball and make sure you commit to it, which he did do. And I don't think Joe's done particularly bad. I think if you have a look at the pitches that he's played on when he started, they've been down at Hensford. It was quite bad, shall we say, and then he played against Worcester, and that was probably 50-50 whether that game should have gone ahead. So when he's come on today, he's been bright, he's been sharp, and that's the Joe that we know. So there'll be plenty of positives to come from him.
After a little bit of a dicky start to the year, we've picked up now 3-1 against Colwyn Bay, 2-0 today. So we're building up some momentum after the bad weather, and hopefully we can take it from here as we did last season.
That's right. Yeah, we've always said once the pitch is dry out, the way that we play football and we pass it around, or we try to, we will cause teams problems. So hopefully it's the start of a good run. As I say, that's 4 now unbeaten. So let's. I keep saying in the dressing room, you're only a good side when you've gone 10 unbeaten. So we need to get 10 unbeaten.
No doubt the pitch was clearly very playable today, but not an easy surface to work on, and perhaps even a little bit dry in parts.
Yeah, I suppose that's one thing that we can look at. It was probably a little bit dry, but it's the same for both sides, isn't it? We could stand here and say it was a little bit wet against Enfield, a little bit wet against Telford. It's the same for both sides, and we should our ability should come out on top, whatever the surface.
And we know we've got 2 games a week now till the end of the season. It's the Cheshire Senior Cup on Tuesday. Perhaps that's an opportunity certainly to bring in the lads who haven't had many minutes in recent times, and perhaps 1 or 2 of the youth team as well.
Yeah, that's right. Again, it's a decent competition. We want to go as far as we can, but I think you're spot on. There's certain players that definitely need minutes. There's a couple of the young lads who've been training with us, so it gives us a good opportunity to see them. The gaffer's not signed me on yet, so I won't be playing, but.
And the big one, of course, next Saturday at Brackley. We've got a bit of a score to settle with them from last season. We won there in the league with a great goal from Damien Rees, but had a really bad afternoon there in the playoffs. To me, they're underperforming at the moment.
Well, there may be one of these teams that when they're playing against teams that are around them, they might raise the game. So we'll go down there. We'll take each game as it comes. It's just another game for us, another game that we want 3 points out of. And I'm pretty sure if we perform to our maximum, we'll be driving home with 3 points.
That's Neil Tolson there, delighted with the 3 points gained this afternoon in the 2-0 victory over Workington. Cheshire Senior Cup action on Tuesday night against Stalybridge Celtic. And then, of course, we've got a trip to Brackley next Saturday afternoon.